So today is Thursday, July 23rd. These are all over the lid. Okay, is that like a bunch of, like, what is all that yellow stuff up?
Propolis.
Really?
Yeah. Okay. Ooh, frame one. It's heavy. We've got
Holy.
nectar uncapped on this side. And this side, sorry, it's half,
honey.
I would say half capped, a little less than half capped honey. So that's excellent. So I'm going to put this board down here.
You can do that. Just have it set there.
Okay.
Do we need to start thinking about having some sort of a tray?
You can get a holder, but you can delete it. That's fine. It's fine to do that. Okay, so this is again just about half capped honey, and there's a bunch of nectar. It's looking healthy. And this side is probably what, 2/3 capped honey.
Yeah.
And there's some pollen down there.
Down which quarter?
Like in the middle of the open part. Oh, and there's is
that a drone one?
No, those are just regular ones, so maybe, I don't know why those are there, but there's some larvae in there. Like 3. So, anyway, that's that one. Okay, here we go.
I can't believe it, like, you're not even towards the middle of it yet.
I know. So this is number 3. Number 3 is a capped brood.
Oh, that's brood.
Yeah, and there's some drones at the bottom there. And there's a bunch of capped honey at the top. Yeah, can you see the larva there?
Which?
Right there. Yeah, right next to the honey.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to turn this around. And again, more capped brood. And a good ring of honey. This one we've got, there's a honey around the edge and a tiny bit of brood there, but not very much. Nothing worth writing home about. A little bit at the top there again, and some capped honey. They're busy on this frame, so they're doing something.
What's that?
Yeah, that's an empty queen cell I haven't taken off. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's the top. That piece of paper there is from the mite stuff. That I probably didn't need to treat for mites, but I don't know. I just felt like maybe I should. But apparently you don't really need to the first year because you should have gotten a healthy, which I think I did get a healthy bunch. Okay, so I'm going to knock this bottom corner bit off because I'm not happy with that. So this is there's brood here, like various stages of brood. There's some drone cells down here that I'm just going to bust off because they're not really, I don't want them attaching to the next side.
Yeah, because if you don't do it now, it's going to be worse later, right?
Yeah, so there's honey, bit of brood. There's brood on that side, and like you can see the different stages of larva as you go from closer to the capped to as you go further away, which is kind of neat. And then there's all that honey. All right. I don't know what number that was. Number 5. So 6. I'm gonna have to smoke these guys again. I don't really even feel like I need to, but it's not a bad idea. Okay.
Well, it sure,
So I did
like, look what it did,
4.
though.
It
Like,
drives them down, right?
there was like 30 up there, now there's 6.
Yeah. Oh, this is heavy. Okay. So we got, I don't really like that pattern, but that's okay. There's,
What do you mean? Too much
well, it's not-
middle, not enough capped honey?
There's larvae, but they're like in patches. Actually, there's quite a bit of larvae, and there's some capped brood. It looks like, look over here. Yeah, see that
Tell me,
lower
like,
stuff?
left,
Bottom left.
bottom left.
I'm wondering what that's all about. Those look like drones to me. And then there's some capped honey around the edge.
Which
This
box is
side.
this?
This is number 5. And then there's a bunch of capped larvae. Did we already look at 5? I can't remember.
Can't say for sure. Well, you've got number 4 in your
And
hand.
there's, look at their
you've got
larvae.
number 5 in your hand.
Yeah, we already looked at
Because
this
that
one.
one is out.
Okay. Yeah. All right. This is 6. Amazing how that little tool really helps. This is a little heavier.
So this is 6 near
Okay,
side.
So this has got some capped brood on it. It's got some capped honey on it. I'm gonna just clean
Got a
up.
whole lot of bees on it, and you're gonna scrape some of that stuff off the bottom.
Yeah.
You've got a couple of cells
So
you're
yeah.
just gonna take off.
Yep. They're just brood. I mean, they're just
Drones.
Yeah. I don't mean just. Sorry, drones. I do think that you're better. All right. Put this guy back. I probably should clean that side off.
Sorry,
I'm not
Clean.
going to.
what side off?
No.
You know what we didn't take is something to collect the propolis.
Yeah, I'll just pick it up after. When it lands in the grass like that, it's fine. Okay. So, honey at the top. A little bit of capped brood. Looks like maybe this stuff is hatching out. That's my guess anyway. And this side. Oh, lots more brood.
Just like an edge around
And
the honey.
honey around the edge. And just knock that one little bit off there. Everything looks healthy, I think.
Oh yeah, I really like the look of the that white capped honey. I don't know if it's just because I know it's honey or because it just looks good.
It looks good.
Makes me think how, like, productive.
Yeah.
Man, look how many are up there now.
Yep. Oh, you're standing on my pumpkin though? I'm not
Shoot.
very happy with that.
I'm sorry.
So maybe, yeah, you're standing on the pumpkin plant.
Well, I don't know where I was supposed to stand.
Well, you come.
I don't really want to come where there's the bee box.
Okay. Oh, this is heavier.
You know what I'm
So-
gonna do?
We got lots of larvae or capped brood,
This would really. I gotta
There's
increase the screen size.
honey.
Lots of honey.
Yeah.
It's a
and
high
this
ratio of
side,
honey.
Lots of honey and capped brood.
It kind of looks like a sunset picture, right? And the sunset's taking up less. I'm gonna try and increase your brightness here by a ton.
Smells lovely.
There, maybe that'll work.
Yeah, just watch where you're stepping. Sorry to
It's okay.
seem sharp. Oh.
I probably shouldn't be wearing sunglasses if I'm trying to see this screen.
It's hard. Okay, so this will be all honey.
Wow.
So
So as you go towards the outside, there's more honey.
Yeah. So what would you say that is? Like 2/3 capped,
Yeah,
and then
2/3.
a third nectar, or something close to that, maybe half and half. And then this is all nectar.
This is far side.
It's definitely almost filling up. So I bet you next week when I open this, it'll be capped.
So inside is all capped honey. Far side is,
It's not all capped. It's about
well, no.
2/3 maybe, a half. All right, this we've got definitely comb.
Capped nectar. No, it's not capped.
No, this
It's
isn't
just,
capped. This is just comb, and they're starting the comb on this side. So it's just starting. They're doing good, I think. All right, so we'll put this guy back together.
is this going to be too heavy for you to pick up? Because it's so there's so much more in it than there was before.
No, I'll be fine. Shoot.
Oh, you didn't do the end one.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay. Must have missed it.
Okay. Now.
Do you want to smoke the bottom first?
Okay.
Yeah, before you take it apart.
Okay.
Where are you going to put it?
On top of that.
Right on top of the
Yep.
the lid?
Yep.
Okay.
Right. Come on. There, now we got her. Get her.
Ooh, I don't like how that just rocked like that. Because yeah, you're better off to pick it up from that side. Do you want me to do it? That one piece isn't done. There we go. Are the frames attached? Well, you've taken all the frames out.
Yeah, they're they knit the whole thing together though, right?
Even the top and the bottom part of the frame, basically. That's what I'm hearing. There.
That should go now. Ooh. There we go. So,
Just getting a lot on your back right now.
okay. So I'm gonna take this out because this has been in there for 2 weeks. Or maybe I'll just take it off and I'll put it back in. We'll see. That's the mite stuff.
Yeah. So what the bees do is, what will they go to that and pick up some? Or
Yeah.
how about if I were to like if I went around and stood right behind the hive?
You can do that.
Can I do that?
Absolutely fine.
Because I just don't want to block the entrance. Actually, I could go on the other side of the fence.
Fence is off right now.
Yeah, I know. Just like I'm not going to get any closer than this anyway. Should have did this to begin
It's
with.
okay. It works. It works. It's the audio too helps me
Yeah.
to document what I'm seeing. So, few casualties. That's all right. Okay. So here's the first frame at the bottom. Very light. They're
They're up and out, people.
nothing really happening on this frame.
Yeah. But look on the inside of the
Yeah,
inside
they're
of the
there.
wall.
They've been working at gluing it together. That's for sure. Okay.
They got this pesky human. It keeps on
busting open their hive. Okay, so there's comb starting on this side.
Mm-hmm.
There's a bit more than there was last time. They're actually eating their way through the. They've made themselves some holes.
So a little comb on the near side.
And a little comb on the inside too. A little bit more on this side, I guess.
That's inside of 2. Yeah. Far side of 2. I know they don't like that. I wonder if it has something to do with their dependence on smell that makes them so averse to the smoke.
Could be. I think that's what I read.
It's like it messes with their senses. It's like what you would do if you went all of a sudden into bright light, you'd stop.
So there's comb on this side, nectar on this side, starting.
These bees look different than the other bees.
Do they?
They look like they're younger bees.
They could be.
Look at the wings.
Okay. So this has got lots of pollen, actually. Lots of pollen, some capped honey. That's what's there.
Did you see that drone?
No.
There's a drone right there.
Oh yeah, there's some big guys in there. There's some big drones in there.
But I'm noticing on this one, for some reason, the wings seem more like they are straight back, straight down, rather than sticking up.
Missed my mouth. How is that possible? All right. There's a poor casualty here.
Were you going to scrape down the top?
I kind of did already. Sorry, bud. Okay. This is frame number 4.
Frame 4. Near side. Look at that big bump.
Look at how they're like hanging off each other. There's some drones down there. There's some brood there. A lot of hatched out empty space, like probably half empty space.
And all the drones are in one spot, and they stick out kind of like a pot belly.
Yeah, like
and look at the drones there too.
So.
Is this one of the original nuke frames?
Yep. Are they hatched out? Are they empty?
I don't know. There's some are.
Some of them are, but most of them are still. There's looks like there's pollen in there. Like they're loading it with pollen in there.
And there's one up at the top there. Is that a queen?
Where? There's only one queen, and that's not it.
Have you seen the queen? The queen.
The queen should be up in the top frames, I think.
Because of all those brood frames.
Yeah. Is this one I already picked up?
Well,
this is 5.
This is 5. Yes.
I don't remember if I said 5 yet.
No, you didn't.
So there's some brood. There's a lot of empty spaces, and then there's.
Look at that biggie. That's gotta be a queen.
That's an old queen cell. Nobody. Oh. Is anybody in there? No, I don't think anybody's in there. So, yeah, a lot of empty space. There's some honey starting up here.
So queens are all alone, whereas drones will be in a group.
Oh, queens they'll be surrounded too.
Oh, they'll be surrounded by other queens?
You mean the laying?
No, I mean like if you see if there's a queen cell, it'll just be one alone, whereas drones have a bunch. Yeah. Look at this big ball at the bottom.
Yeah, I gotta take that off.
What is that though?
I don't know.
I hope it's not like something that the.
It's just this. They just do this.
That's just
a bulb.
A bulb of honeycomb propolis.
Yeah. So this side, there's some pollen in there.
Oh, I like how they just took off for you there.
Yeah, they do that if you blow on them. There's pollen and there's some like larvae at the top that we kind of busted apart. Those would be drones up at the top, I think. They're cleaning out some cells too. It looks like. I don't know. Okay. Or maybe they're knitting them together. I don't know. Just learning. Okay.
Maybe a little more. I was just gonna say. I like watching them go down. Doesn't last long.
The whole trick. Look, I've got an itchy spot on my ankle.
Yeah.
And the whole trick is not to do anything about it. Right? Because if it's a bee and you swat it, then you're
Right.
stung.
You're only
And
you're
they're
only
dead.
increasing your chances of getting stung.
Yeah. So this is frame number 7. This is 7.
Yes.
Getting kind of tight in there, girls. Boys.
Are you ever going to have to take 2 out?
At one time?
Yeah,
I don't think so.
in order to make them move.
So there's brood at the top here. There's some there's some nectar at the sides, which is good to see. Nectar at the sides. Yeah, there's nectar kind of. Just let me see, guys. Yeah, there's some pollen in there. Lots of brood. Okay. They really seem to be producing a lot of bees. And I think that's good.
Mm-hmm. Be careful. There. Gotta find your spot, eh?
Mm-hmm. Excuse me, girl. On my finger there. All right.
Okay.
So, some new comb starting, some nectar, so a little bit of cat brood right at the top. So a huge variety from like bare frame to capped honey.
Okay.
Like, see just the very top there?
The very top up there.
Yeah, right here.
Okay. Do you notice though how this frame was empty when we got it, right?
Yeah. And this is they've got some comb starting and they're filling it at this top part here.
This being the bottom frame.
Yeah. They go up.
Yes. But
So I think next year I'm gonna talk to Dwayne, but I wonder if I should have just not put both boxes together at first. If I should have just put the bottom box on first, and then added the top box after a little while. There's some more comb,
right.
and they're filling it a bit towards the back. That's interesting. Okay.
What's interesting?
Well, that they're working from the back to the front and from the top to the bottom. Okay, and this guy here has nothing on it. Has some bees on it. Not very many. They're not really doing anything here yet. Not a heck of a lot happening there.
New hires.
Nope. Watch out, girl. All right. So there we go.
Man, are these ones ever subdued for some reason? This is really
They're
busy.
happy working.
This is subdued.
Well, these guys are exposed, and this isn't supposed to be exposed, right? Was that why? Maybe.
I don't know. These guys are in the shade. They're in the shade of you right now.
Maybe that's it too, right?
They're just sitting there. You try and get that down, or are you going to try and put the top back on?
Yep.
So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in there.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so cool.
What's that?
Well, when you open up these two,
Yeah.
it was like the backs of the bees were all stuck together. It was almost
Oh.
like pressure pushed them apart, but it was like it was an elastic glob.
Very interesting. So, I'm just gonna straighten this stuff out. Somebody just hit me in the back of the head. Isn't that funny?
That's a warning.
What?
That's a warning.
I'm gonna put this back on top just because I feel like I should.
Do you want to smoke? What the heck? Are those guys stuck on it?
Oh, God. Oh, maybe it was this way.
Shake the dead. I don't know
That's
which
how it
is
was.
which.
That's how it was. Put it in the middle front of your hive.
Could that have been why your frames were a bit stubborn?
Could have been. Okay, you can stop it now if you want.